Hello and welcome back to Save Ourselves. Or if you're new here, then hi, I'm Aparna. In this video, we are going to be talking about 20 simple ways to take care of our mental health. I'm going to be splitting this video into two parts. So this video contains 10 simple ways and the other video that I have up on my Instagram contains 10 more ways. So feel free to check that out after you've watched this video. Now let's get right into it. So the first way is to keep a journal. A journal is a place where you can vent out all of your thoughts without any judgment or without having any inhibitions. There's no one there to judge you and you can feel free about writing down anything that you feel like, however many times that you feel like. So a journal is a good way to take care of yourself. The second way is to maintain a mood tracker. It's good to keep a record of how you've been feeling and what your mood has been like for the past week, month, or even a year, so that you can notice if there are any patterns that exist or if there are any external factors that might be governing how you are feeling. The third way is to introduce routines in your life. Routines are a great way to have these building blocks in your daily life that compound over time to give you long lasting effects and effects that you can see in the long term. And these are just simple things. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but routines are just simple things that you can incorporate into your daily life and things that you can practice every day. The fourth way is to smile for 2 minutes after you wake up. I know it sounds a little silly, but the way I do it is I combine it with my meditation, and I have this smiling meditation technique that I practice daily after I wake up, and it just sets a good tone for my day and leaves me feeling more cheerful and optimistic. The fifth way is to incorporate nature in your daily routine. Nature is where we came from and it's where we are going back to eventually, so it makes sense to include as much of it as possible into our daily lives. The sixth way is to avoid violent content as much as possible. If you're someone who gets easily triggered by violent and graphic content, it can be a good idea to avoid that when you're not feeling so good or when you're about to go to bed, because this can have a lasting effect on your mental health and we just really don't want that. The seventh way is to consume social media positively. I have an entire video on this, but in a gist, it makes sense to make this place that we visit so many times during the day and that we use so much of to be a positive and an uplifting one for us. We don't want to leave it feeling drained and lost. The eighth one is to relax for a few minutes after work every day. During the entire day, we go through so many chunks of tasks and things that we try to get done, but we don't really pause and relax between all of those. At the end of the day, these can really combine and leave us feeling drained. To avoid that, a good thing to do is to relax for a few minutes after every major task and just have a little breather in between. The ninth way is to speak to yourself kindly at least once every day. Our internal dialogue and the way we think about ourselves has a great effect on our mental health and how we feel about ourselves. So it can be a good idea to ensure that our internal dialogue is kind and healthy for us. The 10th way is to go to bed on a peaceful note. Going to bed directly after having a fight with someone or having a mental breakdown is not a very good idea because it's probably going to be carried forward the next day as well. So it can make good sense to actually vent out those feelings or write them down or just make sense of how you're feeling before you go to bed and try to go to bed on a peaceful note. So yeah, these were the 10 ways that I wanted to share in this video. For 10 more ways, you can feel free to check out my video on my Instagram at the Save Ourselves blog. Make sure to follow me there to look out for more content like this. I also have a blog post that contains all of these 20 ways and a lot more resources and graphics and photos and things like that. So feel free to check that out as well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.